All right, here we go. Week 6 off season, day 1, starting off with good old squats per normal, body weight holding at 275. Um, Things felt a little bit better this week, but the day prior to squats, did a lot of walking. Think I got around 15,000 steps in, so hips were a little bit tighter than normal, but was still able to get some pretty decent work in. First working set, 425 for 5, then 465 for a set of 3. Reason I took such a small jump for the 3 rep set was, like I said, my hips were kind of tight. I was sitting back good enough, but I felt like I was riding my knees a little bit harder than I wanted to. Moved up to 480 for a single. This felt pretty good in and out of the hole. Probably cut it a little bit high there for me. So I decided to take just one more, feel 500 pounds on my back. Still a tad bit high, but all in all, not a bad day. Did one drop set here at 385 for 5. I was planning on doing 425, but with a little bit of tightness, I figured I'd just play it safe, but still to get the work in. I did end up cutting out pause squats just because I didn't want to push the envelope into a situation where I would end up relying on my lower back or whatever and create a problem. And that was me not understanding how much weight I had on the bar when I first started this set of 5 here. And I cut out calf raise and leg press just because I was getting a little bit tired and I just wanted to do the lighter accessories. And I figured I'd get to them later on in the week, maybe add a bonus day. Now, day 2, bench day, shoulders feeling good. All the way up to 300 for a nice set of 5. Real happy about that. Um, Don gave me a little bit of a pause on the first rep, and then 315 for 3. Real happy how this bar was moving, so I wanted to try to let them sink in a little bit further. 340 for 1, moved beautifully, so I kind of took the liberty to do one more single, 360. A little bit of an easy handout there, but everything moved real good. This was what I was real happy about, the 300 for 7 on my final AMRAP drop set here. I was able to keep my elbows and wrist in a line and really just kind of load my back in and out of each rep. For some reason, I went back to a close grip instead of doing jam press just to test those out. I don't like those anymore. I'm not liking close grip for some reason. They just sit in my AC joint all wrong, and yeah, I'll probably be just doing the jam presses for a while. I don't know what I'm doing with the close grip, but I suck at them. They annoy my shoulder, so they're gone. Then all my other work. Day 3 was a really fun day. This was one of those sessions where you kind of walk in there not really knowing what kind of numbers you're going to do. And then I decided to party a little bit, but make sure I stick with my 5-3-1 rep scheme and a drop set slash AMRAP. And there was 475, moved really well. 495, I thought moved okay. My hip positioning was a tad bit high, wasn't hinging as hard as I would like to. And then moved up to 545. This is actually the second time that I did it. The first time I just did not like where I put the weight, and that moved really good. The bar jumped off the floor, and then moved up to 585. And we totally forgot, like midway through the session, that we were supposed to be using the stiff bar. Here we're using the deadlift bar, so that kind of makes sense why everything was moving really, really good. So here's my drop set of 455 for 5. Probably could have pushed it for a couple more, but I knew I still had pauses here. So I just partied at this weight and didn't really want to overdo it and miss out on some good pause work because I'm really liking how these feel. And I'm actually completing them the way that they're supposed to be completed. I'm actually pausing them and not just ripping through them like a big idiot. But overall, this was a really, really good deadlift day. Very happy how everything moved, and even noticing a little bit different hip positioning, but still being able to come back and get a little bit more force in a better position. And then on my good stuff, I did not do front squats because my hips were still, I don't know, just not feeling right. So I didn't want to force any bad thing, but I really do not like not doing front squats. Overhead day, pushed the weights up a little bit more here too. I really got after it this day. I did all 9 of these exercises in under an hour and a half. I supersetted everything that I could, like in between overheads, I would do my dumbbell bench work. In between sets of my bent over rows, I would do all my other dumbbell stuff. So I was really putting in the work on it. And there's me almost passing out for normal. But this 190, excuse me, I thought was pretty good. I got a little shaky, but I'm real happy that I'm closing in on 200 again. And I realized my positioning for this lift just is as it is. A lot less perpendicular than I'd like, but that's just what I do naturally. And these kind of hybrid rear delt lat raises are a lot of fun. And then all my dumbbell bench stuff. I didn't get the bonus day in there because I was really, really sore and my weight got down to about 273. So I'm going to decide to refeed this weekend to give myself a little bit of fun for the weekend, enjoy some food. So see y'all.